The Galaxy Z Flip 5, with its larger cover screen and slimmer design than its predecessors, was a watershed moment in Samsung's flip phone line. However, there is still a lot of space for development with Samsung's next foldable phone, which will most likely be called the Galaxy Z Flip 6. Samsung's flip phones have come a long way since the first Z Flip released in 2020, but I'm still waiting for longer battery life and upgraded cameras that rival those in the Galaxy S series. What's most vital, however, is to improve the software. The Galaxy Z Flip 5's cover screen, with its glanceable widget-like UI and complete app support, is a promising step forward. However, I believe Samsung could improve the software experience even further by adding more functions intended exclusively for the Z Flip. Combine it with a less apparent crease and all of the other standard updates that phones receive, such as a new chip, and the Galaxy Z Flip 6 could be the phone to beat. Samsung routinely announces new foldable phones during its Summer Unpacked event, and we expect that to happen again this year. Here is what I believe Samsung should do to make the Galaxy Z Flip 6 genuinely stand out. Samsung clearly understands that software is almost as crucial as hardware when it comes to folding phones. Flex Mode, which splits apps between the top and bottom sides of the screen when folded halfway, has been included with the Z Flip since its inception. Since then, Samsung has gradually expanded the Z Flip's software capabilities. In 2022, for example, it added the ability to use the bottom half of the screen as a mouse pad for easy navigating in Flex Mode. In 2023, the Z Flip received a considerably larger cover screen, making the phone more usable while closed. These enhancements are certainly welcome, and the cover screen makes a stronger case for a phone that folds in half. Overall, Samsung could do a lot more with the Z Flip software. Flex Mode makes apps usable while the phone is folded halfway, but it doesn't always provide a compelling reason to purchase a foldable phone in the first place. As for what Samsung should do with the Z Flip software, I don't know yet. However, now that Samsung is focusing more on software with the introduction of Galaxy AI, there are lots of opportunities. As I stated in my review of the S24 Ultra, I believe Samsung wasted a chance by not developing unique Galaxy AI capabilities for the Ultra, such as those that utilize the S Pen. The same may be stated for Samsung's flip phone. Galaxy AI capabilities built specifically to the Z Flip's distinctive folding display might go a long way toward distinguishing Samsung's foldable, especially as it confronts increased competition from competitors such as Motorola and Oppo. Wonjun Choi, Executive Vice President and Head of Samsung's Mobile Experience Business's Research and Development Center, hinted that in the future, the company may adopt specific Galaxy AI functions based on the device. Samsung may potentially add extra features to the cover screen. As I said in my review, only select apps are natively compatible with the Z Flip 5's cover screen. Apps do not transition as smoothly from the main internal screen to the cover screen as they do on the Motorola Razr Plus. I understand Samsung's logic behind this. If you lose your phone, it's safe to believe you're done with it for now. But it would be good to at least be able to resume where you left off, perhaps by clicking an app icon, as on the Razr Plus. I admire that Samsung did not simply make the cover screen a smaller version of a standard-sized smartphone display. However, what I've seen on the Z Flip 5 feels like it's only scraping the surface of what's possible with a pocket-sized secondary screen that fits in the palm of your hand. Samsung's foldable phones are not known for having the company's best cameras, but I'm hopeful this changes. The Z Flip 5 includes 12-megapixel wide and ultra-wide cameras. However, the S24 and S24 Plus have a higher resolution 50-megapixel main camera sensor. I'm not anticipating the same camera quality as the Galaxy S24 Ultra, which Samsung markets primarily as a smartphone for photography aficionados. However, the business should at least bring the Z Flip 6 up to par with the ordinary S24. If the reports are true, Samsung may do exactly that. According to the blog Galaxy Club, Samsung's forthcoming flip phone will feature a 50-megapixel camera. While camera quality is unlikely to be the primary motivation for purchasing a foldable device, a $1,000 phone, such as the Z Flip 5, should feature a camera comparable to that of other high-end smartphones. The Z Flip's design has surely grown and improved over time. In 2023, for example, Samsung introduced a new hinge that allows the Z Flip 5 to fold fully flat with no gap. Before that, the Z Flip 4 received Corning Gorilla Glass Victus Plus on the exterior for increased durability. The crease in the center of the display, on the other hand, has remained relatively unchanged. The crease on the Z Flip 5 feels slightly flatter to the touch than on the Z Flip 4, but it is still extremely evident. Eliminating the crease is undoubtedly a difficult engineering challenge, especially if Samsung does not want to boost the Z Flip's pricing. However, firms like Oppo are making headway in this area, as my colleague Sarina Deram noted in her assessment of the Oppo Find N3 Flip. She didn't detect the wrinkle at first and had to move the phone to a specific angle to view it. Samsung increased the battery capacity of the S24 and S24 Plus in comparison to its predecessors, and I'm hopeful the Z Flip 6 will follow suit. Samsung hasn't changed the Z Flip's battery capacity since the Z Flip 4, which was upgraded to 3,700 mAh from the Z Flip 3's 3,300 mAh. The Z Flip 5 has enough battery life to last a full day, but there is always space for improvement. For example, when I tested the phone while traveling last year, I still had 25% to 30% battery life after a long day of taking photos and searching for directions, among other things. According to my colleague Patrick Holland's evaluation, that's impressive and about comparable to the Galaxy S24. However, based on his usage, the Galaxy S24 Plus lasted 2 days on a single charge. Even if the Z Flip 6 doesn't make a significant difference, it would be wonderful to see some battery improvements, whether from a larger battery or improved power efficiency. It's also worth mentioning that the Z Flip has an extra small display to power, which may make it more difficult to increase battery life. Overall, I'm expecting a mix of common updates, like as better cameras and longer battery life, and innovative new features designed exclusively for the Z Flip 6. The Z Flip 5 is already one of, if not the greatest, foldables available today. Now the question is what Samsung can do next to keep its advantage. So, that's all for today's video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more exciting updates on the latest technology. Thanks for watching.